Okay, so before I start the video, a bit of warning. There's mature content ahead. Obviously, nothing sexual, but it's gonna be language, and it's gonna be gore. You're not a fan of that? Get out of here. This video's not for you. But anyways, Halloween. Maybe I should call Halloween 2018, because it's already a Halloween movie. But, yeah. I actually saw this on release day, but I'm talking about this now on October 31st because I went to let Jenkinstober with a bang. And I wasn't gonna end up on Goosebumps Haunted Halloween. Really, I was gonna end it on a real movie. This movie was awesome. But anyway, story behind this one. This one actually takes place after the original Halloween. It ignores the rest of the sequels. And you got Michael Myers, who's been incarcerated for the last 40 years. And this investigator's interested in this story, like coming to visit him, to bring in the mask and all that stuff. And then we go to Laurie Strode, who's actually been traumatized by the incident from the original. Like, she almost died, so she's pretty much now getting ready in case Michael comes back. However, this has actually led to a separation between her family. They don't want anything to know about her. But Michael Myers does end up escaping and goes back to Haddonfield after Laurie. And what ensues is pretty much a showdown between these two iconic characters. So Laurie can finally end Michael Myers once and for all. Or maybe Michael will kill Laurie. Who knows what's gonna happen in this one. Okay, so before I get to that, personal experiences with Halloween. I've always been a fan of Michael Myers. My cousin used to play pranks on the neighborhood. He had this Michael Myers costume. And yo, he was literally Michael Myers. He acted like Michael Myers. So that pretty much just got me to like the character. And, but I never did see the movies, though. I actually saw Halloween, the first one, last year. In case you haven't noticed, last year we had the hurricane here in Puerto Rico. So I pretty much just spent all that time watching some horror movies. And Halloween was one of them. Really appreciate that movie. It's personally my favorite horror movie of all time. Back then, before I watched this movie, was Saw, the Phantasm movies, the Child's Play franchise, but I saw that movie and I loved it. So of course, when they announced they're gonna do a new one, I was super hyped, and they announced that all the sequels weren't gonna count, so I was like, okay, so I pretty much know everything that's going on. It wasn't only watched the first one. However, in preparation for that, I did see a rest of the movies this year. Some were good, some were bad. One of them I haven't seen, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Sorry about that. But I was definitely hyped for the new one. And by the way, if you're interested in that, I'm going to do a little bit of a ranking in the ending. But I'm going to start non-spoilers, then I'm going to talk about spoilers. Because I have a lot to talk about when it comes to this movie. So, what I liked. Really like Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode in here. You really do feel bad for her in this movie. Michael Myers just ruined her. She's pretty much just devastated. She pretty much just ruined her life. Like, she actually even trained her daughter to defend herself. So, you know, that really caused some consequences for her, so you do feel bad for her. But at the same time, she was a badass in this movie. Actually, even sometimes reminded me of Sarah Connor from Terminator franchise. That was really cool. Of course, Michael Myers was also awesome in this movie. Whether it is Nick Castle, who actually portrayed him again from the original movie, that is pretty damn cool. All the other stunt doubles for Michael. It doesn't matter that Michael Myers was awesome in this movie. Also, they like the little homages and Easter eggs to the franchise. Really love catching all of them. I think you may have gonna pick up that when it comes to the trailers. You see the symbol Shamrock masks, and the bus crash was pretty much a reference to the original Halloween movie. So those were really neat. There's actually one in particular that I love, but I'll get to it in the spoilers section. But also really like the rest of the cast in here. They're great too, and definitely like the whole family aspect and how Laurie's trying to fix a relationship with her family. There's also a fact this is the gore. I guess one of the goriest of the Halloween franchise because the kills in here are brutal. Holy crap! I hope you doesn't like my video because I picked these pictures, but yeah, seriously, the kills in here were just brutal. One other thing that I liked was the score. Halloween, the original theme, definitely my favorite horror music. But the soundtrack in this one was also really good. Oh, and finally, I gotta talk about that ending. Of course, I'll get into details in the spoiler part, but I'm just gonna say that I really love the ending and how it all resolved in the end. Okay, now, spoiler time. Like I said, I have a lot to talk about when it comes to this movie. And I mentioned a specific Easter egg that I liked. Really loved how they paid tribute to the original Halloween titles. Because when the movie started, you have like the, Blumhouse presents all that stuff. I was like, are they really gonna show the Halloween titles? And they show cut to her scene. I was like, oh man. But then they cut back to the titles and you just see Halloween, the freaking pumpkin. I was like, yo, that's awesome. So yeah, really love that. Probably one of her parts for the movie. Then we also gotta address the little homage to Donald Pleasance. I don't know who voices him, but it's a little bit of a homage to him, a voice message. I really like that as well. Speaking of Loomis as well, there is this character, Dr. Sartain, something like that. I don't know, it's pretty much forgettable. But I gotta say, I really did not like that character at all. Probably one of the few problems I had with the movie. Like, there's this one scene where, like, you see that Michael gets hit by a car and then he summons him and out of nowhere he just kills Hawkins the cop. Well, Hawkins the cop. And then he just like picks up the Halloween Michael Myers mask. I was like, what the heck is going on here? But luckily that was just a short random scene. I don't know what we're thinking with that scene. But really did not like that. Also kind of didn't like the whole reporter characters. They were pretty much useless, pretty much body count. I actually thought they were going to be more of the character from Aaron, but they were pretty much just body count for Michael. I kind of thought the characters were pretty much useless as well. I guess another thing would be that I really wasn't a fan of the whole comedy aspect that this movie had, but there's this one kid in the movie. He was super funny. I love that kid. Every scene he appeared in had me laughing. So even if the comedy didn't work, at least this actor did kind of made the comedy work a little. Okay, talking about that ending. Of course, we see Michael burning, so that pretty much means he's finally dead. Of course, Michael has survived fire. Halloween 4. Not only Michael, but Loomis as well. So maybe that's not the end of him. But I'm hoping that it is. I'm hoping that this is the final movie. I don't need a sequel. Don't make the same mistakes as Halloween H2O. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say when it comes to the spoilers. Halloween ranking time. I have to say I haven't seen Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie. That first one was so bad that I pretty much decided to skip Halloween 2. I was like, do I need to watch that? It's probably worse than Rob Zombie's Halloween. But anyways, ranking, number 10, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Like I said, terrible movie. I don't know what they were thinking when they rebooted this classic. Rob Zombie was definitely not qualified for the reboot of that movie. On the positive, I would say that I really like the way Michael looked in here. Like, he was a really tall guy. Really tall, muscular guy. But other than that, crap movie. Halloween Resurrection number 7. It was really bad, but it does have some fun moments. Halloween 6. They kill off Jamie in this one. Jamie the child, not Jamie Lee Curtis. But yeah, it's dangerous, the whole cult stuff. I really wasn't a fan of that. 7. Halloween 5. I don't know what to say about that one. Just that I really am not a fan of that one. Halloween number 6. Halloween 3. actually a film that I didn't like at first, but it is better than most Halloween films. I'm surprised by that. Number 5, Halloween 4. It was a really good film, but not as good as the rest. Number 4, Halloween H2O. Could have been the same as this one, but the new one obviously much better. But they did find a way to incorporate Jamie Lee Curtis back in the franchise. That was cool. Number 3, Halloween 2. A worthy sequel to original. However, now it is Halloween, the new one that takes the number 2 spot. And finally, at number 1, the original. So when it comes to rating, I'm gonna give this well-deserved 5 stars. Pretty much it when it comes to Jenkinstober. Now because we're obviously gonna come back to regular schedule, I do still have to do that TMNT ranked videos, which is coming. Don't worry. Next mutation, all that's left, and then I'll finally be able to do this video. And let's see what else I can come up with in the future. But yeah, Halloween 2018. Have you seen it? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoy this video, like button and share. And if you're new here, subscribe for the better in my videos. And I'll see you next time. Jenkinstober, the second has come to an end. Bye.